Hey everybody, it's Minius! And since we finally got some more information about Mass Effect Andromeda, I figured I'd go over all of the confirmed alien races that will be in the game, as well as taking an updated look at potential squadmates. But first of all, the alien races. Let's start with humans, and for this, I am considering humans as an alien race. Certainly given the context of Mass Effect Andromeda, with a new galaxy and all, the humans are an alien race. Of course, humans were always going to be a part of this game. While all BioWare games contain many different races, humans always play a very, very large role. Andromeda is specifically a human story, centered around finding a new home for humanity, and the character you'll play as, Ryder, is human. The other race that's been confirmed for a very long time is the Krogan. A Krogan first popped up in the 2014 What BioWare is Up To trailer in the EA E3 press conference that year. There was also a Krogan who was hidden a bit in the Mass Effect Andromeda announced trailer last year. And of course, in the EA Play trailer a week ago, a Krogan pops up several times. The third race joining us in Andromeda was just confirmed in the recent trailer, and it's the Solarians. A while back, a developer tweeted something along the lines of, "The Solarians have never looked so good," but then that tweet was deleted. But right here we have a real look at a Solarian. Our mystery Solarian is to the right of the human in the center, on the bridge of what's probably the Tempest, which is the ship that's taking the place of the Normandy in Mass Effect Andromeda. The fourth confirmed race is far more obvious than that Solarian, because we get an up-close look at an Asari in the new trailer, leaving no doubt that the Asari make their way to Andromeda. As far as confirmed races originating from the Milky Way galaxy, that's it. I do think the Turians will make their way into the new game, but more on that in a bit. There are a couple new alien races that are going to be in the game, but we know almost nothing about them.
Don't worry, it's nothing serious.
The first of those aliens that showed up were these guys, who were in the announced trailer from last year. And we know almost nothing about them. They're probably adversaries of some kind. They are, after all, taking on the trailer's main character's squad, though whether the entire race is hostile or just a faction of them is unclear. The name I'm using for these guys is Ket, but that name is entirely unconfirmed. The Ket name is from the major Reddit leak last year, and it could fit, but the Ket might be a different race entirely, and Ket might be the name of a faction instead of an alien race. But we do know that aliens that look like this are going to be in the new game. Their design may have been tweaked a little bit by the time the game comes out, but that's at least one adversary that you'll go up against in Andromeda. The second new alien race is made up of these things, which we got in the recent EA Play trailer, and clearly they are not friendly. We got this one charging down a version of the playable character, and in another shot, it's totally mangling this dude. So there's no question that these things are unfriendly, but other than that and the fact they appear very large and strong, we don't know a whole lot. The final confirmed alien race is this strange flying monster that's appeared in 2 trailers now. Okay, I'll be honest. These things probably don't belong on this list. I have serious doubts as to whether or not these things will play any kind of significant role in the game, other than being interesting background scenery like they are for the trailers. So those are the 7 confirmed alien races at this point for Mass Effect Andromeda. There is an 8th alien race, which is unconfirmed and extinct, called the Remnant. If you want to hear more about them, check out my earlier video on new aliens in Mass Effect Andromeda, or check out the original Reddit leak. Links to both of those are in the description box. Now, what about all of the alien races we came to love during the original trilogy? I'm updating a chart I made earlier, featuring the 20 sentient races that make an appearance in that original trilogy, sorted by how likely I think each is to make it into the new game. So we have the humans, Krogan, Solarians, and Asari. They're in. I think the Turians are almost certainly in. They just play way too much of a part of the Mass Effect universe to leave out. You'll notice, though, that I'm far less confident in the other 2 major races of the Mass Effect trilogy, the Quarians and the Geth. This is largely because they're far more isolated than the other races. And if the colonists from the Milky Way leave after the Mass Effect 3 ending, one or both of these races might be extinct or too depopulated to do anything. Even if the colonists leave before the ending of Mass Effect 3, which looks pretty likely at the moment, these 2 races are tied up in a massive war and may not be capable of going anywhere. Of course, you can make a logical case for each and every one of these races to make it to the new game. Personally, I'd love for the Volus and Elcor to come along, but we need to keep in mind that room for new aliens has to be made. It's far less fun to explore a new galaxy if there's nobody in it to meet and get to know. This list here of 20 aliens was built up over the course of 3 games and DLC. Mass Effect Andromeda is being made as a completely new experience. If you want more detailed explanations on why I have put each of these alien races where I did, check out my video titled "What Aliens Will Return for Mass Effect Andromeda." The link to that is in the description box.
This one is unworthy.
Now, what about Squadmates? We know Squadmates are a big deal in Mass Effect and BioWare games in general, but when it comes to this, nothing is confirmed. We're forced to operate solely on leaks and speculation, although many of those leaks have been pretty damn good. I'm operating on the assumption that there'll be 7 Squadmates for Mass Effect Andromeda, at least to start, and that's a number that's given in the Reddit leak from way back. And it's from that Reddit leak that we get the names of our first 2 Squadmates, Drac and Cora. Drac is a Krogan, and I think you get a lot of him in the new trailer. He could be the guy dropping that human over a ledge. He was also in the gameplay footage leak from earlier that's connected to the scene, along with another Krogan. As far as Cora is concerned, we have far less information on her. We know that she is a biotic from the Reddit leak, and I'm assuming that she is a she based on the name, but Cora could be a human, a Asari, or any alien race really. I'm going to guess human. An earlier leak said that you would have a Krogan Squadmate along with a blonde woman. The new trailer has a Krogan standing next to a woman in full combat armor. Now technically that woman could be a Asari, but I think she's human. And one of the reasons I think that is because we get a phenomenal view of an Asari earlier in the trailer. And I feel very confident that she is a Squadmate. And her armor is kind of goldish. As far as why I think that Asari is a Squadmate, well, she's got way too prominent of a role in the new trailer not to be a Squadmate. So that gives us Drac and Cora and the Asari, but what about the other 4? How about that Salarian I mentioned earlier? You know, the one on the literal right hand of the captain. What do you bet he is a Squadmate? And I'm guessing with the he, technically 90% of Salarians are male, though I don't think that will actually impact the probability of that Salarian's gender in the game, but I'm adding our mystery Salarian to the squad list, which gives us 3 open spots, and now we've really got to guess. If the Turians are in the new game, and they probably are, I'd be absolutely astonished if one of your Squadmates wasn't Turian. I also think that you were going to have a human male Squadmate. Now that's based solely on the fact that every single BioWare game has a human male Squadmate in it.
You humans are all racist.
There is a new dynamic here that's been thrown in with recent interviews with key BioWare staffers, and that's that your main character, Ryder, has a family that plays a part in the story. So the possibility of having a Ryder sibling Squadmate is high, but also complicates this list a bit. I'll get into the Ryder family possibilities in my next video. Anyway, you'll notice that the addition of our human male Squadmate gives us 6, leaving only 1 spot left, and for that last spot, I think it's totally up for grabs. I'm unwilling to lock in a solid guess on that last spot, because it could be someone from any number of the races from the Milky Way, or from a brand new alien race in Andromeda. We'll have to wait until this fall when we're supposed to get more information on the new Mass Effect. So this is an early guess of what I think your squad will look like. If you want to hear some more detail on some of these choices, check out another one of my previous videos titled "Who Will Join Your Squad in Mass Effect Andromeda?" Again, a link to that video is in the description box. As we get more and more information, I'll continue to update each one of these graphics. But for now, I'm sure there's a bunch to discuss in the comments section, so I'll catch you there. And if you like this video, please give it a like. It really helps out the channel. Keep an eye on Minius GC for more Mass Effect videos. But for now,
I should go.